Good morning, everyone. So we have got some things to talk about today. Um, Primarily being the main focus of today's stream. Also, why the hell is there we go. Uh, uh, if you watch my my other live stream videos, you clearly can tell that I absolutely love City Skylines. More than anything. I mean, I have over 1,700 plus hours in City Skylines. And I can assuredly claim that City Skylines is my favorite game of all time. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that City Skylines, I guess now we have to call it City Skylines 1, that City Skylines was and will still be my favorite game of all time. City Skylines has a number of issues that Paradox and Colossal Order have never fixed. Most of the issues that have come up over the years that I have problems with are the absolutely terrible AI, the god-awful pathfinding of the AI, and the unoptimization of large-scale cities when filling the entire map. There are so many phantom issues that occur when you build large-scale cities that are just part of the game that have never, ever been fixed. I mean, garbage trucks traveling the entire distance away in the city for absolutely no reason. I mean, the only big, gigantic, monumental issue with City Skylines is the optimization and its AI system. I mean, those have been the issues that I've had that have really made a difference for me for years. I mean, it's been out for 8 years now. Everything else can be fixed with mods. I mean, clearly, again, if you watch my City Skyline streams, I have Move It. I have 81 tiles. I have the Rico. I have all the Find It. I mean, all the major mods that are used to overcome limitations that the base game has that you wouldn't be able to accomplish primarily in the game itself. I know that a lot of people for a very long time have been so adamant that there needed to be a City Skylines 2. I have never, ever been in that boat. I never wanted there to be an entirely new game. I just wanted Paradox to fix the issues with City Skylines. I never needed a new game. And again, as someone who has 1,700 hours in this game, I feel like I am in a place where I can make my opinion out loud and say that I don't need City Skylines 2. So, in this new path that Colossal Order is taking, we get given an announcement trailer. And yes, I know it's not anything more than a reveal trailer. I understand that it is just solely a reveal trailer, and it's just to get hype up for City Skylines 2, I guess now is what we're calling it. But all I have to work with is the trailer for the trailer that they've given us to work with so far. I don't have anything in this trailer that informs me of anything of value or worth my time than the absolute hint of there being dynamic seasons in City Skylines 2. That is the only thing that I took away from the trailer that meant anything to me. Everything else was absolutely worthless to me. All that trailer was over-rendered, terrible asset show-off that was the best. The thing I keep coming back to is a pre-rendered cutscene of a trailer. It was so over-detailed and unnecessarily rendered that I have absolutely lost all faith in Colossal Order as of right now. And that's unfortunate. That's extremely, extremely sad for me to feel that way. But again, only going off of what we know about this game so far, I am utterly disappointed. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I'm also mad, but mostly disappointed in Colossal Order. I'm also upset at the community. And again, I can't speak for everyone. I clearly am not in the majority of people in the community about their opinions about City Skylines 2. I'm just disappointed at the community's absolute infatuation with the thought of this new game, and we know nothing about it. Again, I know it's just a reveal trailer and they haven't actually given us anything yet, but pretty graphics and pre-rendered asset flip is nothing. That's not a game. I understand that a lot of the people that watch the trailer that are so overly infatuated with it are excited about the prospect of a photorealistic video game. But do you understand what that means on the scale of City Skylines? I mean, if you really, really want something that is so utterly photorealistic, then why are you playing a city builder? I don't want my computer to spend rendering power on ray tracing the light bouncing off of a puddle on a street when I'm viewing my city from 10,000 feet in the air. I don't care what the details are. I don't care how good the texture of a dumpster looks. I will never, ever get down on ground level and view the NPC face to face in a city builder. If you want that level of detail and control and realism, play not Parkitect. What the fuck am I thinking about? There we go. Planet Coaster. There we go. Good lord. I have Planet Zoo on my computer. I was trying to figure out the other one. Um, Play games like that. Don't play a city builder if you're looking for that level of detail and control. And I know that people play City Skylines that detailed, but when you get that detailed and you start to plop that many props, the game lags to absolute shit. I have a 3080 for the Win 3. I have a factory overclocked 3080. And unnecessarily, I have 128 gigabytes of RAM. My computer lags when viewing a city that takes up all 81 tiles because of the game having to simulate every single agent. It's not a graphic issue, it's just an issue of having to render all the shit that's going on. Now, not only do you want to do that, and theoretically make the maps bigger than 81 tiles, you now want my already limited computing power at that scale to figure out how a shadow works on a crumpled piece of paper sitting next to a trash can. I don't understand. This is my opinion, but I don't understand why everyone is so absolutely adamant and infatuated over the fact that this new title is going to be over-rendered. That's what I've gathered from the trailer. I mean, unless the game is going to look utterly different than it does in the trailer and disappoint everyone who's over-infatuated with it already, the game is going to be over-rendered and just far too much for what I want. I don't want photorealism. That's not I wouldn't be playing City Skylines, and I wouldn't have played SimCity 5 and SimCity 4 if I wanted photorealism. That's not the point. I like City Skylines' cartoony styling. I like the vibe that City Skylines has. Although some of the high-tech buildings are absolutely awful looking, but that's just a model making thing. That's not like that is the fault of Colossal Order, but that's a model making thing. I don't want photorealistic buildings. And even then, I don't want real buildings in the game. If I wanted to place a real building down, I would download it from the workshop. But I don't want real buildings, one-to-one, real, absolute copies of buildings in this game, because then it would look bad. I play City Skylines to make a fictional city of my own insanity for myself. I want to create a fictional world, not a fictional world, that sounds like I'm making a D&D. I want to create a city of my own design that bears no likeness to anything in the real world. I don't want to have buildings that exist in the real world, like the One World Trade Center. If one of the growable buildings in SimCity or City Skylines 2 was the World Trade Center, imagine how a city the size of the entire map would look with 85 World Trade Centers scattered around the city. And yes, I understand the game copies buildings. I mean, that there's only a limited amount of assets the game pulls from, but not signature buildings like that. And yes, it could be unique asset or a unique monument, but that's still, you're still encountering the point of having a real building in your city. Now, the Skyscraper Content Creator Pack added real buildings from real life, but they're not signature monumental buildings that everyone can tell from the go. They blend into the style that exists in City Skylines. Throwing the Shanghai Tower in the middle of rural New Jersey doesn't fit. I absolutely don't understand why this is happening and why this is the path that's being taken. I never wanted a City Skylines 2. City Skylines 1 was fine as it is. I was okay buying and getting the DLCs to add stuff that wasn't in the base game. That was fine to me. I just wanted them to continue to support and continue to build on what they already had. Now, they're going to completely and utterly kill a game that has had a gigantic community and move on to something else that's going to be over-rendered, built in Unity. It's going to come out at a AAA price level. It's going to be $60 when it comes out because of how much fucking effort they put into the graphics. And all it is going to be repackaged and retextured City Skylines, even though City Skylines is already $30. I don't understand. As unfortunate as that is, I don't know what to do. I will continue to stay pessimistic and disappointed until I see gameplay of this new game. I will continue to believe that this game is going to be over-rendered and it's not going to work at scale. Or Colossal Order is going to go 180 and all they're going to do is retexture and add ray tracing to City Skylines, and the people who thought they were going to be able to see the grime and build up in the mortar between two bricks on a wall of a building are going to be utterly disappointed. I don't care how the city looks at ground level. That's not the point of a city builder. The point of a city builder is to build an overall large-scale city, not to design a streetscape. City Skylines' main focus is logistics and urban design. Transit design, roadway design, highway design, zoning, industries. That's City Skylines, not detailing a photorealistic streetscape. I just don't understand. I don't understand what the need is of so many. I mean, have you read, again, I know that I am like the one person in the entire world, it seems, that is not excited about this. I have read through a lot of the comments on the videos posted by Colossal Order, City Planner Plays, and the Xbox one. I don't like PlayStation, so I didn't read that one. But Xbox, the one posted by Colossal Order, and City Planner Plays, and everyone is just utterly infatuated by the prospect of something that is going to look so good. And even then, half of the people are just excited that there's a new game, and that's all they say. They're just, I'm excited for City Skylines 2. But there's no... This video is a nothing burger. We gain nothing of knowledge from this building. We don't know, or from this video. We don't learn anything other than the hint that there's gonna be dynamic seasons. That's the only thing. There's nothing else in this video that means anything to how the game is going to play. This blind level of infatuation with new games is just baffling to me. And I understand that makes me sound like I'm 70 years old, but I absolutely love City Skylines, and I can put the stamp of approval that I have played 1,700 hours of City Skylines. I feel that I am confident in the claim that I know what I'm talking about City Skylines. I clearly played the game enough. I don't understand why people are so blindly following the path of having a whole entire new game when all they could have done is just retextured, redid the AI, and redid the pathfinding. That's all that I wanted. The reason that old city builders jumped up to a next version is because they were monumental graphical leaps in the entire way the game played. From SimCity 4 to 5, SimCity 5 entered the 3D era. I mean, SimCity 4 was isometric, but you get my point. SimCity 5 entered the 3D era. All we're going to do with City Skylines 2 is just implement RTX. That's it. There's no graphical leap to the next level of gameplay. I'm so utterly upset. And I know and I understand, and you don't have to tell me. I know that it's a reveal trailer. And I know that I'm in the minority of people who feel this way. But oh my god, did they really have to do this? There was no reason that they had to do this. Again, clearly, I'm going to buy it. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it on stream. But until I see gameplay footage, and until I know point for point what is different between City Skylines and City Skylines 2, I will stay overly pessimistic, and I will continue to be upset, angry, and disappointed with this new game. There was no reason to create an entirely new game when the only thing that was wrong about City Skylines was the AI, the pathfinding, and unoptimization. That was the only thing that was wrong. City Skylines had its own quirky art style. That's what's made City Skylines and SimCity good city builders, is they've had their own art style. That's what makes City Skylines so good. I mean, the terrible melted chocolate bar looking cars that City Skylines has, it's what makes City Skylines so quirky. And that's what makes City Skylines such a good artistic representation. But if they're going down the path that I think they're going down, all City Skylines 2 is going to be is just an asset flip of real life buildings from the Unity web store. I don't want 100% real life absolute perfection buildings. I like the quirky art style of City Skylines 1. That's why I like it. I don't want to look at a real city. Real life city. I like the artistic styling. I don't know. I don't There's nothing for me to say that will ever sway the opinions of the people, the populace now that is overly excited about a over-rendered reveal trailer. We'll just have to wait and see. As more information comes out, as Colossal Order and City Skylines start to release more information, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. But as far as it stands for me, for City Skylines 2 as a whole, I am utterly disappointed in Colossal Order and the community right now. I am utterly disappointed in everyone's jump off the edge of the cliff into the unknown when we know nothing about the game. The level of dissection that has happened so far over this Unity flip trailer is absolutely baffling to me. Have you seen City Planner Play's video about the trailer? I don't understand why someone can attempt to gather so much information from a Unity asset flip. And I don't understand how we got to this point as a community. Because, again, we know nothing about City Skylines. All this video is one of those over-rendered trailers on Kickstarter for a game that doesn't say, it talks in a circle and doesn't actually say anything about it. This video was a nothing burger. Nothing happened in this video of worth, again, other than the seasons. That was the one thing that was in the video that I, for God's sake, hope is in the new game. That's the one thing. Everything else is entirely assumed off of the information that we know so far. All I want is a map the size of a state. I want to create an entire region with multiple cities that work together. And all I want is that at that scale, the game does not create phantom issues that don't actually exist, like garbage trucks driving all the way across the city to collect garbage. But the issue is that there is a large base of people who play City Skylines on console. And something that attempts to be this photorealistic and this over-rendered, and also at a scale that people are assuming it's going to be at, bigger than 81 tiles, is going to blow up consoles. And yes, that's an exaggeration, but you get my point. Consoles are already limited in their ability to render and do anything at that level, but you now are trying to get your console to render the entire state of Rhode Island, plus where everyone goes and where everyone works and how many people have pets. I mean, until I see gameplay, I will stay disappointed. And again, that's very unfortunate for me. I don't want that to be how it is. I don't want to not like something Colossal Order does. I want to be in support of Colossal Order and the decisions they make. I want City Skylines to be successful, but not like this. This isn't what I wanted. I never, ever wanted City Skylines 2. I never asked for it. And the amount of work that has gone into this gigantic, amazing workshop community for this game is now going to have to redo everything to port it into the new game. And yes, Colossal Order may make a lot of the same decisions and may reuse a lot of the code and bring everything over to the new game. But they also probably won't. Knowing as this is a brand new game, there's probably very little code that's brought over from the original. So all of our big giant mods that everyone loves, if they aren't implemented into the game, which will probably be at a limited capacity, seeing as like the extra landscaping tools. City Skylines added something vaguely like extra landscaping tools, but not really. It was limited in its ability. The sensitivity toggle, that's what I'm talking about. The sensitivity toggle for brushes, for the, like, terraforming. Over time, they've somewhat added things that are in popular mods that make some mods obsolete. Theoretically, if they were smart, they would add a lot of the big mods that everyone uses now, like Move It and stuff like that, into the new game. I mean, Network Anarchy. I fucking love Network Anarchy. But I don't know. I might just be talking out of my own ass. It seems to me that from what I have gathered from everyone else I've talked to is that I'm just insane, I guess. And the opinions I have about this new thing are useless because I don't know what I'm talking about. So, I don't know. I'm just upset. I am angry, but I'm mostly disappointed. And I feel that more should have been done and more should be done. I also just realized I didn't change the title card for Mouthwash. So apparently this is still so long and thanks for all the fish. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, I can fix that. Hold on. I can fix that. Wait a minute. Hold on, I can fix it. Hold on. There we go. Hey. Oh, I'm such an unprofessional YouTuber. Oh, I can't even call myself a YouTuber. I don't have an audience. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else I can say to try to get my point across that I haven't already said, or I would just be repeating myself. Again, I know it's just a reveal video. It's just a reveal trailer, and I know realistically the game will be nothing like the trailer, but still. Colossal Order put so much effort into the pre-rendered cutscene of a video that we have that I feel like they're trying far too hard to do something that that people unnecessarily asked for, but no one really needed. If you really need photorealism, then why are you playing a city builder? You're not the kind of person that a city builder should be tailored for. I don't know. I'm just upset. And I had a night to reflect because it came out yesterday. I had a night to reflect over. I was a lot more angry yesterday about not even just the community, just watching the video. I was angry, but now I've settled more into just disappointment. I'm sorry. Ooh. Sorry, I had to yawn. I'm sorry for this one being a little bit more depressing of a mouthwash. I just have nothing else to say. I don't have anything else to complain about as of right now, at least. So we'll see. We'll have to see when more information comes out. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But I don't know. I just don't know. I love you all. Follow me on all the socials, Twitter, Tumblr, all that. Join my Discord. We have a lot of fun there. And subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm going to cut the top of the video off for this and post it on YouTube. And remember, Mouthwash is always at Monday. It's not always at Monday. I try to make this on Mondays at 3. However, because of the powers of full-time employment and understaffing in the hospitality industry, I have not been able to get off on Monday for the past 5 weeks. So I do apologize. I don't know when there'll be a fix in sight for that. Mouthwash may temporarily be on Tuesdays, like now at 3 o'clock instead of Mondays, just until we can get my work schedule figured out. Anyway, love you. Remember to wash your mouth out afterwards. We had some words here that you probably shouldn't be repeating. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out an outro for Mouthwash. I love you all. Any updates, of course, I'll talk about on Discord. I'll talk about on my Twitter. So if you want to hear from someone who apparently doesn't know what they're talking about, you know where to find me. Anyway, love you all. Bye.